How's it going, party people? It's Caravan Dan from Gaming Caravan, and I'm here to tell you my top 100 according to PubMeeple. I say according to PubMeeple because my list is a very different list, but let's keep it going, shall we? Last game we did was Blazone at number 41. Let's go ahead and do 40. I'm actually excited for the next 10. Just like this 10, I'm excited for. I'm not mad at this list at all. Some of them I don't think fit, but they're all pretty good games. So next up we have King of Tokyo as number 40, right? King of Tokyo was one of the first games I got in the industry whenever I went full-time in 2023. I have the Monster Edition, which is like 60 bucks or so. I would say it's very much worth the game. It's a fun, replayable game. Play with the right people. It is player elimination, which people don't really love, which is fair. But it's very light player elimination unless you like really suck and you got the game really, really early. This game with the monster power-ups gets super asymmetrical, but also that's what makes it a little bit more in-depth and a lot more fun. But it gets to the point where some characters are objectively better than some other characters. Definitely get this game. Try it out if you want. I want to do a video on this just because I have a lot of them. I have like 4 of the promo characters, I think. I have my own big box editions, but no one's really played it in about a year, so we might end up selling it pretty soon, sadly enough. But it's been a great game in the collection. Richard Garfield made, I think, Magic the Gathering and some other games. So it's, it's a quality game. Definitely try it out if you like a fun time for like 2 to 6 players. I don't know if the base game does 2 to 6, but the game's like 2 to 6 players. Very fun, and they have a bunch of extra content in other editions like Co-op, King of New York, King of Tokyo Dark, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's a good way to start the list at number 40. Next up, we have Legendary at 39. Now, Legendary is a good game. I'll say that much. I do appreciate the game. However, I can only play this game now cooperatively. I played it competitively, and I played it a few times competitively. I never lost, and then someone told me that they don't play the game because it feels like a co-op game with a winner tacked on at the end. I'm like, no, not at all. And then I played it 2 more times since, because I have a bunch of the expansions, like Paint the Town Red, Guardians of the Galaxy, and a few other expensive expansions for this game, like the Captain America 75th Anniversary Edition, new and shrink for the record, which is about like $100 as is. And I realized no one does anything that they wouldn't do if they're in your shoes. Like, there's no strategy you go down. You just go down whichever one gives you the most amount of points. Every now and then you just buy the cards that give you the most amount of points or the most amount of power. There's no real strategy in the sense like it's not about who's better than someone else. It's really you all do the exact same things. It's more like what's revealed on your turn. It's a good cooperative game, but really it's just a game where like there's no I do this, you do that situation. It's just you're all doing the exact same thing. It's just whoever has the stuff to do it, and there's a little bit of take that if you want to go down that route. That's just about everything. It moved down a lot on my list. I don't think it should be at number 30 anything, personally. Just saying. Let's go next up. Next up we got number 38, which also is a little bit too high. Tiny Towns. Tiny Towns is a game, one of the few games my mom actively like loves. She loves this game to death. My sister likes this game. A bunch of people like this game that aren't even board gamers. It's a fun game. The pink castles make it a little bit too beginner friendly, like it's a little bit too, so I don't play with those when I play with my parents just because they don't really understand that kind of stuff. They barely understand the game as is, and that's just a little bit over the edge for them because they're not really gamers at all. My dad's an arcade gamer, but he can't do any board games, card games, video game stuff except for Mountain Goats. My mom can do some, but not much. She plays this one. It was a fun time, and she likes it a lot, but I don't know about being my top 30. You know what I mean? That's a big thing, and I played, probably close to 1,000 games at this point. So that's my take. This is number 37, Stardew Valley, another game that's a little bit too high. I've only played it one time. It was a fun time. I need to play with people who are less analysis paralysis. I definitely want to run it back, just try to win, because we lost in the last round of the last season by the last letter type situation, and that was after 6 hours. It was 4 to 6 hours. I forgot exactly how long. This was a good game. I haven't played the video game, but I'm a video game IP board game fanatic, and this one was definitely a must-have for me, and I got it for such a good deal when it first came out. This is the first edition version too. But yeah, it's a good game. I definitely want to play it again. Not too much more to say about this. It's number 37 for me. That's why, if I don't have too much to say, that's why I know it's not supposed to be my top 30. Like, we're getting to some pretty high-ranked numbers at this point. Next up, we have number 36, Mystic Vale. This one could be in the right spot. I just haven't played it enough for all the expansions to do it. My friends are all about this game, and now I officially have my own copy with my own expansions for this game. I've sold a few copies of this with expansions or not. And Heard a lot of good things. I think this is actually one of the few things in board games that's a copywritten system. It's the CCG, or the CCS, the card crafting system, is actually like, pretty sure a trademarked or licensed system where like no other game can do it, or at least can't call itself that. Which sucks. I hate when things are done like that. I love business, but that's one of the nasty sides of business where it's like, you can't do anything close to my experimental fun thing. I'm like, we're really holding fun hostage at that point, you know what I mean? But this is a really fun game. It's a really fun time, and it has some small push your luck elements. It's rewarding when you pull it off. It's painful when you don't pull it off, and you can play the game entirely without even encouraging the push your luck situation. It's a really good game where you only have 20 cards, and like I think you start off with 14 or no 8 of them blank, and you have some cursed lands you have to try to cover. It's a really fun time. That's all I'll say. You have to go ahead and craft the 3 sections of your card to make the cards even more powerful, get points, rush the end of the game. I'm not good at it, but I really do enjoy this game. It's just that top 30 is a really high place. This next game, I don't think it's top 30. This is number 35, and I open the same game. This is number 35, Bloodborne, the board game. Now, I currently have it open right on the table behind me with the figure. That figure is actually the female beast patient from Old Yharnam, Bloodborne, the board game. I'm currently painting it. I love the Bloodborne IP, and again, video game IP fanatic right here. Probably the biggest you'll ever see. I have so many games that I don't even play the video game for that I have the board game of, because I really respect seeing the system done in different ways, how the interpretations come out, the best use of it, all that fun stuff. But the board game version, I'm a huge Simon fan as well. The minis are beautiful. I only have the base game. I want the whole thing. That's like $300. This was a fantastic game. The minis are impeccable. It's just that the game's a little bit too unforgiving, and it seems like you can get really just bad luck. Anytime the blood moon hits, the whole board resets. It happens way too often. Additionally, the story kind of feels tacked on in the sense like it doesn't feel canon. The people don't talk like they do in Yharnam. They don't sound like they were written by the same people. I know they weren't written by FromSoft, but the fact that it just feels so Americanized and just like, oh hey friends, I'm like, what? That's not at all how they'd speak, even a little bit. That's just a personal take. The stories are cool. It's cool seeing some filler stuff. Like I did the Old Yharnam storyline where you can actually see how I think Durja was the hunter in Old Yharnam. So you can actually see like an interpretation of how he got there. Of course, it's not canon to the game because it wasn't done by FromSoft. I know that they were a part of the process in a little bit, but all of that to say, it's a decent game. It's just a little bit too difficult in an unfair way, where like just by replaying it enough, you'll do the same stuff and eventually win. And it's a good solo game, but actually the more people you add, the much more difficult it gets. So I think this game could only be really possible in like a 1 or 2 player setting, personally. Next up we have number 34, Boss Monster. This could be a top 20, to be honest. It could be a top 30 makes sense for this game. Great game, great system. I like everything Brotherwise does I've played so far. I haven't played Dragon Prince, sadly. I had the game. I don't know where my copy went of it, honestly. Boss Monster, this is the exact system one I have. I have the 5th player expansion, I believe. This guy, one of my volunteers, my friends, he has every single expansion for this game. Some other people in my events have like Super Boss Monster with everything and the premium and the upgrades. It's a great time. I haven't played Super Boss Monster, but I've heard Super Boss Monster just makes this game even better. And this could be a top 30 for me. I'd say that much. Potential. This one could make sense. And then next up we have Deep Dive. Deep Dive is a great push your love filler game. This game's good for up to 6 people. Fun time, simple, anyone can get behind. Like 1 out of... You don't even have to understand the game to play. It's like 1 out of 5 difficulty. 1 out of 10 difficulty, basically. It is some initiative. It's really just straight push your luck. So they have to say, like, do you want better points? You want those points. You want those points? You want those points. The most confusing part about this game is the way it scores, because if you don't have the full set of, like, a yellow, green, and a pink fish, then you get half the points. But if you finish the set, you get the full points. So knowing how many points to get, knowing what to go for exactly can be kind of confusing for people who don't play any board games whatsoever. But if you have played any board game, like Catan at all, Tiny Town, Uno enough times, play this game, fun game. You can get it for $5 to $10 anywhere. I got 2 copies of the, with like the authentic signature with the promo tiles in it for $15. Great game. Great game. Could definitely be top 30, 100%. No, probably not top 30, but definitely top 50. Definitely top 50. I'll say that much. Next up at 32, this game should not be this high on the list at all. Not that it's a bad game, it's just way too high for at least the experience I had. After the first 40 minutes of the game, 30 minutes of the game, I was done. I was like, it's fun. It's cool. I also did make some major blunders in the beginning of the game that kind of screwed me up, and I knew I wasn't going to win. But I didn't give up by any means. I just realized the auction phase didn't matter as much as I thought it would. And you can kind of just grab a lot of things that you just want. The market is the most important thing in that game. And the drafting wasn't that as important as I know drafting and market are intertwined, but truly the drafting wasn't as important as it could have been. So that's just my take on it. Fun game, really cool production. I love this company more. I love this company. It's a very respectful company. I have a lot of esteem for Mighty, I think it's Mighty Board. Yeah, Mighty Boards, bottom left. And last game could definitely be top 30 something, top 40. I'm saying top 30 this whole video is top 40. Please forgive me. Junk Drawer by 25th Century Games. Great game. Great filler game. Like, this game doesn't seem like a filler game. Great filler game. It is a polyomino game where you have 4 polyomino boards per player and a scoring board with a different way of scoring each polyomino board. And I love games where it's fair and balanced because everyone has the exact same instructions. Everyone has the exact same possibilities. Because what happens is basically you flip over a tile. Let's say everyone gets this right here. Everyone gets the thread. I know you can't see my mouse, but everyone gets the thread, right? That means that you all get to put the thread somewhere in one of your 4 boards. And then next up, if someone draws a pencil, that means that you all now have to draw a pencil and put it in one of the other 3 boards. And then let's say you all draw the glue stick. You have to put the glue stick in one of the last 2 boards. And let's say you get the USB drive. It has to be somewhere in the last board. And you keep doing that till someone can't place a tile. And at that point, the game immediately ends. I think it's cool. I love games where it's balanced. I love games like Libertalia, and also that's why I built Stockpile the way I did, where it is very similar, where like everyone has the exact same deck, everyone has the exact same hand, but there's 3 lanes you have to put your sock monsters into to try to see who does the best to grab the best sock monsters. I love those kind of systems where it's fair, it's balanced, no matter what you do. It's really everyone's dealt the same hand. What are you gonna do with it? And with that, those are my top 40 to 31 board games by PubMeeple. You can see how I don't think the system's very, very cohesive. It falls apart, and the higher we go, I thought it was more accurate. The top 50 might be mostly correct, but the order is 100% off. And it's gonna start showing pretty soon, maybe. I'm not really sure. My top 30 is pretty interesting. I really hope to see what you guys think. Let me know what's in your top 30, what games did I talk about that you like. But that's everything for today. Peace, have a great day, God bless. I hope to see you at the table soon. And make sure to subscribe to see the future videos like this, get a boost in the algorithm a little bit. Comment what you'd like to see us do in other videos as well. We have a bunch of stuff coming up. But yeah, thanks for being part of Gaming Caravan. Peace, have a great day, God bless, and I hope to see you at a table soon.